So we've got £8 line.
Yep.
Then we come to a safety clip. We've attached a stone. Yeah.
Okay.
We've then got a very, very small, very short braid hook length. Size 10, something like that.
Yep.
Then we've got these plastic maggots that we were talking about on a
Yep.
maggot clip. And the idea is these will just hang just off the bottom like that. So when the bream sucks, it'll go straight in and the hook will follow, and it will probably nearly hook itself, but you'll probably just have to set the hook as well, because they don't bolt quite in the way that carp do. Sometimes they do. We've got a slight variation on two of the other rods. We've got the usual £8 main line.
Yep.
We've got the safety clip, the stone. We've got the braid hook length, again a size 10 hook, but this time we've just put the plastic maggots on a straightforward hair. And look, we've just stopped them with a tiny, tiny little bit of branch, and that too gives a bit of buoyancy. What I'll do is have a nice tight ball like that.
Yep.
Put this bait round it. Yeah.
Yep.
All mould it in, so it's like a ball of bait that we catapulted out. Yeah.
Yep.
And out it will go. Then I'll put it in the rest.
Okay.
And you do the rest.
Okay.
Okay? Now, it could be just a little bit stiffer, this, but we'll probably get this out all right. And remember where we put the bait?
Yep.
We want it in that sort of general vicinity. So again, just feathering the cast. Okay, let it go down. Get the line nice and straight. In the rest, okay, bait runner on, fairly tight. You can have the buzzer on if you want or not. Now the bite, what I will suspect will happen is that it will slowly begin to revolve.
Okay.
Don't panic, go slowly to it, put the bait runner off and lean into the fish.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to put chest waders on because it's a shallow shelf, that, and some of these fish are that deep.
Yeah.
Okay? So you do the other rods and I'll see you very shortly.
Cool.
Okay? James is going to learn so much this summer, and I'm sure we'll see him use all these new crabtree skills to catch some truly memorable fish. Hopefully, this new carpet of bait that he's casting in will get the fish on the feed again, as although we can still see them, the action has died off a little. I went to put my chest waders on in anticipation of lots of action, and of course that's killed the sport stone dead. What I'd like to do with the chest waders, when James hooks a fish, I can actually get out with the net, and it saves any possibility of fish getting under lines and so on. So it's a safety measure, really. Oh, wow, another bream, a big, big bream. Why do bream roll? Why do all fish roll? I mean, barbel are great rollers. You see this beautiful bronze back of a barbel. Tench, of course, continually roll. Bream are perhaps the masters of the art. Why do they do it? And I suppose until fish learn to speak, we'll never have the answers. And anglers for centuries, anglers for millennia, I suppose, have wondered about why fish do it. I think a lot of the time they're just, if you like, intercepting hatching insects. I'm sure that's part of it. You know, especially as midges come up, these bream are just perhaps picking them off in the surface film. Perhaps it's something to do with taking air in for the swim bladder. Perhaps it's territorial. Perhaps they're marking out their own patch, like that one. Perhaps they're sort of indicating to other bream shoals that they're in residence. It could be a sexual thing. I mean, we're talking about the high summer now. I think the bream have finished spawning, but it will still, that continuing excitement will probably still be on their mind. So it could be something to do with display, or a mixture of all those. I mean, this is really what makes a morning like this so spectacular. And I think just to be a part of a lake like this. Yes, and we're in. That's a bream that's on the end, not on the surface. Nice fish. Well, they're all nice fish. They say bream don't fight, and of course, they're not like barbel, they're not like carp. But there's just something completely majestic about that lovely fish coming slowly and grudgingly to the net. Very nice, very nice. Lovely fish. Onto the unhooking mat. Sometimes it's worth getting up at 3 in the morning.
What have you got?
I have just landed this lovely,
Whoa.
fabulous bream. Just a little bit of marking on him from spawning. I think she was a female. Shall we have a look at her?
Yeah. That is really...
That is a beautiful
Good fish.
bream. That's a gorgeous bream. Haven't weighed her. I would say 8.5, something like
Oh,
that.
that's nice. Fish.
Beautiful fish.
It's a really, really good fish.
Isn't she beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Massive bronze beauty.
Yeah.
I just love these fish. Look at that great big
So,
back.
It's just
Those massive eyes. You can see by the night feeders, can't you, with
Yeah.
those great big eyes.
And the mouth.
And the
It's
mouth,
really clever.
yeah.
Like it extends.
That's a beautiful fish. Real magic creation. Love them. Never disrespect the bream.
No.
Great
Amazing
stuff.
fish.
One more, just another big smile. Brilliant. After that cracking bream, James heads off for some breakfast while I reset the rods and the alarms. This isn't really what Crabtree would have called fishing. It's a little bit remote from the original concept, if you like, of Crabtree. And I think Bernard Venables had a philosophy that I would go along with, that real fishing is probably when you have the rod actually in your hand and you're actually working it and using it, and you're far more part of the action. But there's something very thrilling about a morning like this, and you've got bream and tench rolling, and you've got a lot of action, not necessarily hitting a lot of fish, but it's very thrilling because you're getting all manner of indications on the rod tips, on the buzzers. Sometimes the line is just going slack, then it's tightening. And it is heart in the mouth stuff. That was exactly what I was talking about. That nearly went. And what you've got to think about is that we have this clean channel, about 10 feet deep, and there could easily be 100, perhaps even 200 fish, all sizable fish, you know, bream to perhaps 10, 12 pounds, tench 7, 8 pounds, moving up and down. So sometimes they're catching the line, sometimes they're just sucking at the bait strongly enough to move the line, move the indicator, move the bobbin, whatever you want to say, but not quite with the commitment to give a proper bite. But it's thrilling stuff. You know, I love it. And James, bless him, you know, his entire face lights up. You know, he sees a bream and you see this great big smile. And you get a run, or you get even an action like that, and he's is absolutely like a coiled spring, but bless him. I recognise that enthusiasm and realise I was probably exactly the same when I was 13. I'm not much different now. Come on, make a commitment, Mr. Bream. James!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Go on.
Oh, you sure? Right, okay.
Yeah. Nice bend.
Yeah.
Now, as I say, I'll go out.
Okay.
Another tench.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, yeah.
Not massive. Whoa! What a run.
Oh, I love tench. So powerful.
You ought to see what I'm seeing. She's just catching the sun. There we go. Not a PB.
Oh, look, the hook's
This time. The hook's
out.
come out.
Wow.
Let's just pop her here in the margins. We need to take her onto the bank. You know, she's only about 2 pounds,
Yeah.
but she's the most perfectly formed fish.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, look at that.
It's never been caught before,
Oh,
really.
never been caught before. Absolutely perfect. Shall I hold her for you?
Look at that. I love tench.
Look. Where I'm sitting, the sun is shining through her fins, and she just looks, it's like a halo.
Yeah.
She's our little angel. Isn't she gorgeous?
Yeah.
She's thinking, what's going on? Oh, just beautiful. Back?
Yeah, I think so.
What a stunning little tench. It's really pleasing to see smaller fish in such good condition, and this highlights just how good this lake is. Fishing from dawn until dusk is a great way for James to experience the water fully. So far the action has been a little spasmodic, but it looks like that's about to change. Yeah, keep going. I just want to put bait in as... Oh no, let's net this.
Is it a tent? No, it's a bring. It is a bring. We got
Fabulous! Look at him!
the bring. Look at that fish.
Beautiful fish. Beautiful
Oh,
fish.
look at that. Massive.
They're feeding hard.
Yeah. Suddenly woken up, I think. Oh,
Unhooking mat for that. There's some weight in there. This is yet another just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bream. Look at her. Yeah, another female.
Yeah.
Hold her very briefly. Shall we, into the sun?
I think so.
There we go. Look at that.
Amazing fish.
Just beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh, look. Can you see that?
Is that a cormorant? What would that
That'd be a cormorant. Yeah, that'd be a cormorant stab. I mean, one of the interesting things is that bream hang in the middle of lakes.
Yeah.
So they're very vulnerable to cormorants. Roach have more sense and will often be around the margins, particularly when they're small. Whereas small bream will always live out in the middle of the lake, and that makes them very easy targets for cormorants. That's a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Truly amazing.
Truly amazing.
Yeah.
Peter, I like that. Back she goes. It's a hot day. As this bream of James's had been a little bit in the wars, we decide not to keep her out of the water any longer than necessary. Besides, we're confident that more will follow soon. I think the action picked up again, didn't it? It fell off, and it picked up, I think, for two reasons. I think, one, this quite brisk westerly wind has stirred things up. We began to see a few fish. But then we started to work harder, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we put some method mix in, some Vitalin, some maggots, some corn, a really loose mix like that. And what we're hoping to create, and I think what we've succeeded in doing, is have a curtain of bait falling down through the water column, pulling
Yeah.
the bream down, and that's how we've been catching fish.
Yeah.
Now we've been getting this out, it's too sloppy, you'll see it's too sloppy to catapult, so we've been using a spom, which will be demonstrated by Peter. So when it hits the surface of the water, it opens and deposits this loop feed. So we'll just put another couple in because it's just gone a little quiet again. So you have a couple of spoms, okay?
Okay.
And then hopefully we'll draw them in again. James is soaking up these new skills, ready for the summer fishing ahead. And it looks as though a spot of spomming was just what was called for to get the fish feeding again. There we go.
I don't.
Yeah, go
I don't
on.
like it.
Enjoy yourself. I'll have the next one, all right?
Okay, good.
I'll just go and get the net.
This feels like a better fish. I can feel it kicking.
Great. Actually, the rod is really bent. Could be a bigger tench.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's very possible.
This is developing into a nice morning.
It's just down there.
No, he's a big bream. Yeah, just try and keep him off that line. That's great. No, he's a super bream. Super bream.
Nice.
Good boy.
Yes.
Lovely colour. Let's get him on the mat. What's your PB? 7.7? 7.8?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Let's see. I tell you what, James, as we're on a bit of a roll, I'll weigh it, you cast back.
Okay.
You know, when we've got bream in the swim, it makes sense just to really capitalise, yeah?
Okay.
It's the colour of this fish which is special.
Really dark, bronzy colour.
Sink the line, make sure the line's straight, yeah? Well, you know that, don't you?
Actually, you know what?
You're in?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Why won't it stop?
Let me just...
This is action.
This was 8, by the way.
That was in the water like 30 seconds.
I'm just going to put this back so we've... That's great.
What was it?
8.
Oh, and PB.
You see, it was a good job. You weren't messing around with that. When there's action,
There's another bream.
good boy.
Look at this.
Yay!
It was in the water 30 seconds. Not even
Brilliant. Was that the rod you
that.
cast
Yeah,
out?
exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Peter, bream time.
Doing it. Oh,
Let's
yes.
Let's get her out. One whopper after another. Shall I hold another of James's fabulous fish? I'm doing very well here.
I'll be there in a sec. Just...
Okay. Come and say hello to it. And then quickly goodbye to it. Isn't it brilliant when they're on?
Oh, yeah, this is just... Look at that fish. Oh, wow.
You've suddenly woken up. You've suddenly woken up. Another cormorant scar.
Yeah.
Beautiful
fish.
Back they go. I'll tell you what, just let's hold them both.
Okay.
Bream for breakfast. Aren't they stunners?
Yeah, they really are.
That is what you call bronze bream. Aren't they beaut? Wow. I gently guide James PB Bream and his friend back into the shallows, while James gets the rod ready for the next cast. His technique, as well as this new batch of bait, is really working wonders. Yes! Awesome!
Got the hang of this now.
Awesome, my boy.
Now the bream.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, that's a cracker. That's a beaut. That's a beaut. Look at the colour of that, James.
That's massive.
Yes!
You got
There
him?
we go. Fabulous fish.
Yes. Get in.
Get in!
There's constant action. We've had.
This
now,
is Crabtree. We don't say get in on Crabtree. Get in. Look at that. That's a beaut. I think we're on another PB there, Sunshine.
Oh. We've had 3 fish in, what is that, 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, something like
5
that.
minutes.
This is a proper bream session, isn't it? Eight, 8-1.
8-1.
8-1. So another PB just. I said earlier that we were working just a little bit harder, and we've just been trying every idea. And one thing that we've really learned seems to work is just tipping the maggots on their little maggot clip with a piece of buoyant corn. And it has really revolutionised things. Just that one addition of the bit of yellow seems to have really turned the swim on. And the whole thing just lifts and wafts off the bottom when those bream and tench come in. And of course we're using a stone on a safety clip like that. So it's a semi-bolt rig really. But it's really working, and it's transformed the day. And this day, well, it's far from over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a
This
big...
is a big fish.
Oh my gosh.
This is a big fish. Look at the swirl.
This
This is
feels
serious.
big. This feels big. Oh. Oh, this is a big fish. Oh, I'm not sure if this is... This might be a tench, the way it's
I don't
fighting.
mind what it is, providing you
This is
land
a
it,
big
providing
fish.
it's big. Keep that smile on your face, Sunshine. Whereabouts is he?
Bang in front of you. Straight in front.
Got
Yeah?
him?
Is he bream?
Can't see.
Ooh.
Just watch that line if you
Ooh,
can.
ooh, ooh.
Big
It's a
tench.
tench.
Big tench. Wow, boy, boy, boy.
These powerful things.
Look at those great big boils.
Look at that.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes! What is it? Get in.
Get in, yeah.
That's not Crabtree speak. We're all over the place. It's one of these sessions where it's developing into chaos. Just the prettiest tench. James has just caught his 3rd tench of the day, bringing our total catch up to 8 so far. And like the others, it's an absolute beauty. Hey,
It's amazing.
what a lovely fish. What did you say PB was?
About
5, wasn't it? 5.
From today.
I think probably 5, 6, 5, 7.
It's amazing.
Isn't it great? You didn't like setting that alarm clock, but it's been worth it, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Fabulous fish. Great paddle tail, look at that.
Yeah.
Ringed with black. Just so beautiful. Just come round here. Oh, no! Not quite. 5:15.
Yes, that's so close.
Wonderful. But up again.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't quite James PB Tench, but it really doesn't matter when the fish are this good. And I'm confident if James continues to fish like this, he'll have many personal bests over the coming weeks. And it's not just James who's going to land some superb fish this summer. There'll be a few new angling memories for Mr. Crabtree as well. I think this is a bream. I was 30 before I had a 7-pound bream. You know, these are extraordinary fish. Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! He's a good fish.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Peter.
Cool.
Mr. Crabtree's caught one. It's nice when the old man gets one.
Yeah.
Well, it fell for the old corn trick, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And what's also interesting is the stone's gone, so the safety clip has actually done its job, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder when that happened, because it did hit bottom. It
Yeah.
really had a dive, and I just felt it sort of crunch onto the gravel, and I bet it just all sprang apart there. But it shows it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's have a quick look. And then in this heat, we don't want a fish like this to be out too long. Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's a stunner.
That's a really good fish.
Fab. What a stunning fish. You like this one, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Beautiful. By the weight of him, I would say I've probably equalled your 8.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
will you settle
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's say it was 8 and your best is 8-1. Okay?
Okay.
Hold her till she's ready. Bye-bye, baby. Well missed.
Yeah, there you go.
But just when James and I had thought we'd seen it all today, the evening brings something truly unexpected.
This is bad, like really bad.
I mean, the weather has been all over the place. I mean, we had 28 degrees, the alarms won't keep still.
I know.
Then we had the thunder. Have you noticed when it really, really lashes down, the bream go quiet? They don't like it when it's really as bad as this. Oh, it's frantic.
It's so hard.
Look at it. It's like being
Rain
it's
is
like
so
an Indian monsoon.
hard.
This is serious. I'm worried about the maggots.
Yeah. Are they drowned? No. That is even worse.
Oh my!
I'm being a shower.
Put it there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone mad. Absolutely mad. Yes, Mr. Crabtree. This rain would put his pipe out,
Yeah.
wouldn't
We're fishermen though. We fish through the rain.
it? We deserve a fish.
I think we
We
do.
really deserve a fish. Oh,
It's blue,
It's a
there's blue. There's blue.
it's a blue. And it looks like it was worth getting soaked for. There you go.
Oh, you want?
Yeah. Get reeling.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, just come down to the water.
Well done, all this stuff. Look at this, flipping big fish this.
Yeah, it is. Take your time with it. That's brilliant. Rod banging.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that bow wave. Oh, oh my
Just
god.
watch these lines. Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Look at that boy.
you said they would come. You
Yes.
said they would come.
Look at him.
Oh, look at that.
He's a bit beaten up, but he's a beautiful bream. Let's pop him on the unhooking mat. Well done, my boy. Well done. You'll see that it's spawned. We moved into the summer. This probably spawned, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. So it's a bit beaten up.
Yeah.
He will, I think it's a he because he had spawning tubercles on his head at one stage. And he's very light. A lot of the bream in this water are a lot bigger than this. But look at his colour, look at that bronze.
Amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful fish.
Amazing fish.
So serene. Let's give him a quick wave.
Yeah.
My guess would be about 7 and a bit. 7.5.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I've caught bream before.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you take him down to the water like
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Put him in the water so there's water all over him. I'll
Okay.
get the camera and then we'll have a shot of you releasing him.
Okay.
Because we're building up this scrapbook of your summer, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go and get the camera. Try not to let him go back in, because he might look a bit tired, but
Amazing
he's a
fish.
big fish.
Absolutely amazing fish. Ever.
Okay, hold him up for us quickly. That's lovely. That's it. Yeah, we got it.
We got it.
And again.
He's an amazing
Brilliant. Lovely shots.
fish. Absolutely stunning fish. Oh, this fish is amazing.
There he
going.
goes.
Look at that.
There he goes.
Look at that fish.
Well, what a perfect start it's been to our Mr. Crabtree summer adventure.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
There you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Being on the water early in the morning when the mist and magic are still in the air, or late in the day when the shadows are long and the light is golden, is something Bernard Venables, the creator of Mr. Crabtree, was very passionate about. And it's something that James has always wanted to experience.
Yeah, it is a tench.
Wow,
It's a tench.
fantastic, fantastic. As we've seen, times like these don't just provide fantastic fishing, but open up a secretive world. This appreciation of the environment and a closeness to the natural world is at the very heart of Mr. Crabtree's message. And so, for Team Crabtree, it's just as important as the fish we catch. But, hopefully, like today, we'll get to see our Peter break a few PBs too.
This feels like a better fish. I can feel it kicking.
Great.
Nice.
Good boy.
Actually, you know what?
You're in?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm with you.
Look at this.
Yay!
It was in the water 30 seconds.
That is what you call bronze bream. Aren't they beaut? Wow. James, we've had everything today. We've
Yeah.
had sweltering heat,
Yes.
we've had massive thunderstorms, and you've had your PB bream.
Yeah.
What did you think to it?
Wait, I've never caught a bream like it. I didn't really know they grew that big. I've never had the opportunity to catch anything that big, like a bream that big. And it's just so amazing. Like the fish, it's just really deep bodied bronze colour.
Mahogany brown.
Yeah.
And when it swirled over the shallows there and I saw its
Yeah,
depth,
yeah.
I thought, wow, this is going to be a big one. I remember having a 7.7 when I was about 30 and I walked on air for weeks. So well done. We'll wait here just till the sun goes down and then we'll call it a day. The sun is on its way and so will we. Well done.
Thanks.
Cracking. If you want to know more about Crabtree or to see more of our angling adventures, just find us online at the official home of Mr. Crabtree. So until next time, tight lines, keep fishing, get in.